Welcome back to another incredible Reddit Stories compilation. Today we're diving into r/Pettyrevenge with 3 amazing stories that will keep you hooked from start to finish. Subscribe for more daily content. This story is titled Hawaiian Resort, posted by u/XboxGamer2120-2122. I worked at a company for almost 15 years in the 90s. And early 2000s. Toward the end of my time there, we hired a supervisor. I didn't report to him, but he would read documents on my desk when I wasn't there, and would sometimes make copies of my product, and give it to his subordinates, telling them to modify it to fit what they were working on. To be honest, I didn't care, since we all worked for the same company. But it was the sneakiness, and doing it behind my back that irritated me. He was also an obnoxious person, blowing his own horn, and basking in the success of his guys, way too much. He was not well liked. A coworker, Bert, and I had been attending a conference in Hawaii every year. We were good friends, and hung out together with others from the conference that we met once a year. It was a reward for doing our jobs. The conference was at a resort hotel in Waikiki Beach, but the rooms were limited, and would be sold out by the time the conference began. If you didn't make your reservations in advance, you'd have to stay somewhere else. Tom, the supervisor, saw the travel authorization form on my desk that I had to submit for the conference, and then filled one out for himself to go. He was told that there was only funding to send 2 people, Joy. So he went up the management chain to get approval for himself. Because he outranked me and my coworker, one of us had to withdraw our paperwork to go. We literally flipped a coin, and I won. I traveled frequently, and had accumulated lots of frequent flyer miles. Because the flight time was over a certain number of hours, from the East Coast to Honolulu, we were authorized to travel in business class, a huge benefit. I did not want to sit next to Tom, so I used miles to upgrade from business class to first class. I did not tell Tom about my upgrade. Our travel agent was able to get reservations for both of us at the resort hotel. Tom, being Tom, let everyone in the office know that he was going to Hawaii, bragging about flying in business class and staying at a Hawaiian resort. He also told me that I was expected to introduce him to the conference regulars, take him to the best restaurants, and show him a good time. It got to be too much, and I intended to avoid him as much as possible while we were there. We were flying out on Sunday and flying back on an overnight flight the next Saturday. Saturday afternoon, I called to confirm my airline reservation, something I had learned to do over my years of frequent travel. Asking about seats. I was told that there were no business class or first class seats available, but coach still had some. That got me thinking. I called from a payphone later that day, and changed Tom's reservation to a business class flight on Monday. I then called the hotel, and canceled his room. I checked in at the airport Sunday morning, and then went to the first-class lounge to wait for my flight to be called. When the announcement came over the loudspeakers, I grabbed my stuff and went to the gate. They were boarding the first-class passengers as I arrived there. So, I got on the plane, found my seat, and ordered a drink. When most of the plane was boarded, Tom came through the jetway looking furious. Seeing me, he stopped and started ranting about the airline fucking up his reservation. The flight attendant quickly told him that he needed to be seated. He asked her if there were any empty seats other than coach, and she apologized, but the premier cabins were full. Twice during the flight, he came up to my seat to complain some more. The agent at the counter was able to change his ticket to this flight, but could only get him a seat in coach. He was assigned the middle seat in a center row of 5 seats, and couldn't get Conf 2 bull. He ran it on, even asking if I would switch with him for the last half of the flight. I politely declined, and didn't see him again until we were at the luggage carousel to get our bags. We took the courtesy shuttle to the hotel, and waited in line to check in. He was at the check-in next to me. When he learned that he had no reservation at the sold-out Hawaiian Resort, he went ballistic. A manager was summoned, and took him to another computer station about 20 feet away. I didn't stick around and went up to my room. My room phone rang about 15 minutes later, and it was Tom, pitching a fit. He told me that he needed to share my room with me, since it was where the conference was. He complained that the manager was only able to secure a room for him at a motel, about a 10-minute walk away. Although I had 2 queen-sized beds, I told him my room only had 1 bed. I didn't mention the balcony with the ocean view, or the separate living room area. I saw Tom during all of the sessions. I took pity on him and he hung out with me at the cocktail social after the first day of sessions, and tagged along with me and my companions for dinner. We flew back Saturday evening, and since he was in business class, he didn't come up to complain. I did confess to Bert at lunch a few days after returning, and he said it kinda made up for not being able to travel with me. This story is titled Being a Jerk. Here, have a sticker, posted by you/thevoiceactorgy. Our next story is equally fascinating. This was years ago, but it still holds a special place in my memories. I used to work in a warehouse, and I'm the kind of person who gets along with everyone. So, when Mr. Jerk didn't like me, I didn't take it personally. I just tried to ignore him and we stayed out of each other's way. He was the guy who worked there for over 20 years, and schmoozed up to upper management. No matter how many people he harassed or pissed off, it didn't matter. He wasn't going anywhere. To add insult to injury, he always asked for vacation during blackout dates, and got it. He was quite the accomplished squeaky wheel. Mr. Jerk was very opinionated about certain ethnic groups and people of the LGBTQ+ community. Not going to repeat his views here. Just know that they were bad. He was also a huge germaphobe. We didn't have assigned machines, but the one machine was his. He'd wipe it down and clean it for 30 minutes at the start of his shift. Had also tried his best to make his machine as inconvenient to get to for the other shifts, so they'd go for other machines first. Machines were limited, so someone on the other shifts usually had to dig his out and use it. Obviously pissed him off to no end. My girlfriend was a teacher and bought some stickers for her class. She bought a huge bag and started going through it to make sure they were PG, and it came with very bizarre stickers. Not inappropriate. Just very weird. Imagine stuff like a bowl of guacamole with the chips dancing the salsa, or a chicken wing with a cat face. One day I came home and vented about something Mr. Jerk said that really irritated me. My girlfriend then simply said, "He's a germophobe, right? Just take some of these super weird stickers and stick them all over his machine." And that got me thinking. You know what? I start an hour before he does. I'm going to put 1 sticker in the same spot every day from here on out. He's gonna enjoy daily weird stickers. 2 months go by, and it became the norm. I'd put a super weird sticker on his machine. He'd take it off and clean his machine. Life went on. I didn't really think much of it. Just a small chuckle every time. One day I saw Mr. Jerk talk with my work husband about something super heated. I asked him what it was about. "Oh, Mr. Jerk is just super pissed that someone from night shift keeps putting weird stickers on his machine. It's honestly so funny how pissed he is over something like that." I just break and admit that it's me. We both start howling with laughter. Our supervisor comes over and asks what we're laughing about. I explain everything, and he just laughs as well. If he doesn't complain to me, I don't have to do anything about it. It's pretty harmless. It became a team effort to ritually put stickers on Mr. Jerk's machine after that. 4 months go by. Sticker after sticker. I eventually catch him angrily ripping off the sticker from his machine. I walk up and play dumb. "Man, that's a super weird sticker you got there. Every single fucking shift, man. The stickers just don't stop. I don't know how I kept it together, but I did. Oh man, who'd do that? That's so weird. It's ridiculous. Let me show you." He then proceeds to show me a fucking mural of these stupid-ass stickers on a huge sheet of cardboard. He kept every single one. Fucking one. I was psychologically torturing the bastard. I honestly started to feel bad. I decided that enough was enough, and I'd stop after that. Then, he hit me with his hypothesis. We have a trans man on night shift. Jerk used derogatory terms for him and then proceeded with a tirade about how our coworker is obsessed with him and wants to kidnap and do horrible things to him. Oh boy, that pissed me off. Also, defuk, ... I was gonna fess up and stop, but these stickers aren't gonna stop anytime soon. I made sure to put a sticker on his machine when our trans coworker wasn't working, so he'd realize it wasn't them, further dwelling him into madness and questioning who'd done it. 6 months go by, the stickers increasing in weirdness, with such classics as, "I just want to hug you," and "You're such a beautiful flower," with some awesome weird imagery to complement them. Eventually, at his wit's end, I fess up that it was mostly me and my work husband. The look of betrayal and relief on his face was worth the months and months of torment. Who knew harmless stickers could torment a jerk like that? He promised to get me back, but we'll see. It's been years at this point. And yes, I have a picture of his sticker mural. It's a work of art. This story is titled "My Neighbor Kept Feeding My Cat," posted by u/Sweet Rainbow. And now for our final story of today. I have an indoor cat, but I let her sit by the window or hallway sometimes with the door slightly open while I'm around. She's microchipped, has a strict diet, and she's not supposed to be fed random food. My neighbor thought it was cute to give her treats. I told her politely more than once not to. She'd laugh and say, "It's just a little snack," except my cat started refusing her actual food. Vet visit, later. Doshti, Nidimon, Chew. I was told to keep her diet consistent. So, I stopped arguing. Next time I saw the neighbor feeding her, I smiled and said, "Sure, go ahead. Just so you know, she screams nonstop at 5, and when she wants food, she'll please start waiting outside your door now." And I didn't stop my cat from doing exactly that. Every morning for almost a week, my cat sat outside that neighbor's door, meowing like her life depended on it. Eventually the neighbor knocked on my door, clearly tired, and asked if I could do something about my cat. I just said, "Oh, I thought you liked feeding her." What an incredible collection of stories we had today. Reddit never ceases to amaze me. Like and subscribe for more Reddit story compilations. Until next time, take care.